Hello caffeine fiends and welcome to another review video for www.getbeaned.com. I'm Vince, the Mean Bean Machine, and today we're looking at True Start's cold brew coffees. Now, I don't know a lot about True Start. I've seen them kind of advertised here and there, and I know they do kind of coffee beans, filter and instant as well. They've got this big thing at the moment claiming they've got kind of barista quality instant coffee, so I don't know what that means in terms of, you know, baristas aren't using instant, but presumably it means kind of high quality instant that's competing with your standard supermarket fare. Anyway, so that's what I know about them really. They're a Bristol based company. The trade on this idea of kind of ethically sourced friendly coffee, you know, that's good for the environment and whatnot. You know, and I'm not talking that down, but a lot of companies say that and have the labels for this and that, and that's not necessarily the case, so I can't vouch for them in that sense, but that's what their branding and their marketing is based on. So it's now very warm, the weather's getting warmer, the Euros are nearly with us. I'm going to be going to a lot of barbecues, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to get some cold brews in, because I don't drink and I like taking these out to barbecues and to, you know, garden parties and whatnot. And now that it's going to be, you know, hot, sexy, vaccinated summer, we're going to be going places, you know, over the next few days and weeks. So I thought if these are good, they'll be great to kind of spring on and take with me. So what I've done is I've got their multi-pack of their cold brew coffees. So as you can see, you've got their original black cold brew, so that's just going to be a straight up cold brew, their vanilla coconut cold brew, and their chili chocolate cold brew. Now, all of these are vegan, so there's no milk involved. Presumably the vanilla coconut is coconut milk. And I'm interested to see the chili chocolate. You know, you get a lot of mocha or a lot of chocolate coffee stuff, but chili chocolate is a really kind of interesting, slightly different approach. So I'm interested to try this one. So over the next few days, I'll be out in the garden doing this and that. So I'm going to try them all, you know, over, you know, a longer time frame than I usually would, because I'm not going to drink that much caffeine in a day. I mean, I have and would, but it's not good for me. So I got a multi-pack of these for $22.99, so that's 12 of these, 4 of each, for about 23 quid, $22.99. You can get a discount if you sign up to their mailing list, so you get like a 10% discount, I think, initially, and then you get more off. You still get a discount over time if you remain on their mailing list. But yeah, I just kind of bought at the set price. So I'm kind of interested about the company, kind of interested how this is going to taste. Now, they do make a lot about, you know, the origin of their coffee and whatnot, but they don't mention the origin on the cold brews. So I don't know where these are from. Realistically, I think the cold brew will taste quite nice, quite pleasant, but just be a standard cold brew. Hopefully it's decent coffee, but there's no sugar in it, and so it's just going to be a, you know, cold coffee. The vanilla coconut, I'm interested because, again, no sugar, so I'm interested to see how sweet it is, how, you know, how much vanilla there is, or if it's just a slight hint, or if you don't get much at all. And the chili chocolate is something I'm really interested in, because I do regularly go to a chili festival. I don't mind a bit of space as long as it complements the flavour. I'm not someone who just likes hot for the sake of hot. So I'm interested in the chili chocolate because I've tried a lot of chili chocolate things before, and sometimes chili can really complement chocolate, presuming it's going to be dark chocolate. So this is going to be an interesting test over the next few days, and then we'll come back, you know, after, you know, trying each one out, and we'll give you our thoughts on that. So here goes. the weekend's now over, England won their first Euros game, and I managed to try each of these cold brews. So I started off with the straight up cold brew, which was really, really refreshing actually. The coffee's not harsh at all, but neither is it too watery. Often with cold brews it's either too watery or you get too much of this kind of heavy coffee taste that just isn't kind of right. You don't want to be, it is literally just like a cold coffee. And I know that's what a cold brew is, but you need to get that balance right where it's refreshing and not just too kind of claggy and coffee-y. And this kind of hits the mark really, really well. Really nice, really refreshing, and it's decent coffee. It's not too watery. You don't get a really strong coffee flavour, but it is a decent cold brew in terms of you can pick it up and drink it all day, whereas other cold brews you kind of go, that's definitely coffee, but I don't know, it's not refreshing me. I don't want to necessarily go back to that. With the vanilla coconut, I was expecting something creamier, sweeter. I was expecting more of a kind of iced latte vibe. It's not that at all. The vanilla and the coconut are definitely there, but there's no sweetness because there is no added sugar, and I know that's part of their thing. But it's with those two flavors, you kind of expect something creamier. And it's just, maybe that's just kind of what I expected, and I'm kind of programmed to think with those kind of, with the vanilla and the coconut, I kind of go, this would be nice if it were creamier. Again though, lovely and refreshing, and it's something different. It does catch you off guard, which I quite like. Moving on to the chili chocolate, not spicy in any sense, but it does have a little bite to it. And you can drink it and you definitely know the chili's there, but even for them kind of those of you who can't take the mildest of heat, it's not going to, you know, you wouldn't go, oh that's hot, but you definitely know the chili's there. And the chili chocolate really complements kind of the dark coffee flavour, and again, really refreshing. Again, none of these have any sugar in, so there's no real kind of sweet bite to it, so it's all about flavour in that one. Which actually is really well balanced, So I mean, these are my final thoughts. I'm not going to cut to the workbook as I usually do. Ultimately, I think I would give this kind of a 4-star as a straight up cold brew. It's really refreshing, really pleasant. I'd maybe go 3.5 stars for this, just because it's not what I'm expecting. I think they could make something really creamy and nice from it. But it just catches you off guard a little bit. And again, back to 4 stars for the chili chocolate. So overall, for the box of 12, I'd go 4 stars. I have some reservations about the price personally, but otherwise, that's I really enjoyed kind of these cold brews, and I will be buying them again, especially for this summer. Thank you very much. Do hit those like and subscribe buttons, and we'll be seeing you again soon. Thank you.